We are 2.5 months to go before the June primary for governor of California. It's been 20 years since a Republican was elected. It could be that we'll have another one based on recent polling. Rich Eisen joins us now, the editor-in-chief of Capital Weekly. Rich, there was supposed to be a debate with gubernatorial candidates Tuesday night that was canceled because 4 Democratic candidates were not invited due to low poll numbers and lack of fundraising. Those 4 did protest, as you know, so the debate was canceled. But they're going to stay in the race, and that will split the vote in June no matter what, allowing a pathway for 2 Republicans to win. Let me ask you this. Would you say, based on what's been going on of late, that the Democratic Party is in dysfunction?
Well, I'm not sure I'd call it dysfunction, but certainly it's hard for me to imagine that when John Burton was the chair of the Democratic Party, or even Jerry Brown during his time, or many of the others that have run the party, that this situation would be where it's at right now. I think there's a lot to be said for letting candidates make their case, but in a situation like this one, you can certainly see what the internal temperature is pretty hot. Everybody's very, very concerned about that possibility because of the federal administration, and I think they can see what the ramifications of having somebody who is a devout supporter of the current president coming into a state like California, and the chaos that it would create with the legislature, and almost assuredly a recall that would happen almost right away. I mean, it's a level of chaos that no one really wants to deal with right now.
All right, let's go to the latest poll for governor. Hasn't moved much in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Now, this poll was commissioned by California Democrats. What does this show you here when you have a Democratic poll showing what the other polls are showing, which was the 2 Republicans in a reasonable lead here?
Well, I mean, Democratic Party Chair Rusty Hicks has been trying to make this case in a variety of ways to, the candidates from his party that, you don't have a pathway. What you have a pathway to doing is creating the chaos I was speaking of earlier. So far, that has not resonated with any of these candidates. I would think that they're going to, they've promised to have one of these polls every, I think it's 9 or 10 days, as we move toward the primary. I don't know that it's going to have any effect on anybody. At some point, though, again, I think what everybody is waiting for are endorsements from Nancy Pelosi, Alex Padilla, maybe Gavin Newsom, though he said he's going to stay out of it. So I think that will move the needle more than anything that the party is doing.
All right, let's go back to Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. He seized about 600,000 ballots cast during the November special election, the Prop 50, stating ballot count discrepancy. Do you believe there's any there?
Well, traditionally, with Republican claims about election fraud, there's almost never any there. I'm not saying there is or isn't in this case because we don't know that, but it does certainly come across like a stunt, one of those things, where he's trying to get a leg up on his Republican counterpart, Steve Hilton. There's going to be more litigation, and one legal attempt to stop it by Attorney General Rob Bonta has already been blocked. There's another one that was filed, I think, this morning or yesterday by some folks down at UCLA. There may be more, but it's hard to take this kind of thing serious during election season.
Okay, there you go. Capital Weekly editor-in-chief Rich Eisen. Rich, thank you.